God bless you. Praise the Lord. And yes, you're welcome to Yav's Monday Transformation Tools with me, your host, Judith Callistus, the voice of the righteous woman and the founder, Young and Righteous Sisters Academy. So today I want to talk about marrying the will of God, not the will of men. Not the will of men. The will of men is that you should get married at a certain age. So you have to be 24, 25, or a little bit above 30. You should get married by that time. The will of men is that you should marry a particular tribe. He has to be your tribe. The will of men is that as soon as you graduate, you should be able to settle down with a man. And the list goes on and on and on. And then I've discovered over time that this will of men many a times puts people in the place of desperation. So ladies are desperate, they go out of their way, they try all manner of things to see to it that they get married. Now, one of the reasons why you should not be desperate is because in your desperation, you could actually miss the man God has destined for you. In the book of Genesis, we see God creating Adam, after which he created Eve for Adam. So you're a woman listening to me, there is a man you've been created for. And if you become desperate, I tell you, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. Now, most times, the will of men is that make sure you marry your friend. I've heard that a lot of times, and marrying your friend is not a bad thing at all. But I have a problem with that. When people begin to, focus on that particular statement, I have to marry my friend. So you see people going back to their old school WhatsApp groups, and then they are looking for the numbers of their old friends and all that. Who told you that the friend you left, you parted ways with all this while is still the same person today? People change, and even though the person has not changed, how do you know is the will of God for you? Now listen, marrying your friend is good, but marrying your friend is not compulsory. What is compulsory is the will of God. Marrying the will of God is compulsory. You can marry your friend, and if it's not the will of God, then that marriage is disaster. You can also marry your friend and it's the will of God, then beautiful. You can marry somebody who is not your friend and then you build friendship in marriage. Awesome. I didn't marry my friend, but today my husband is my best friend. So you need to be careful about the things you hear, and you need to be careful, and make sure that you're not getting married to satisfy the will of men or to satisfy somebody somewhere. Your focus should be that I get married to the will of God. Then I know that the next question you want to ask me is, how do I know the will of God for me? How do I know that this man is God's will for me? I'll be sharing that in my next video, so I want you to stay tuned and watch out for Yav's Monday Transformation Tools next week, where I'll be sharing with you how to know the will of God. God bless you. God bless you. See you some other time.